All right, welcome to Straight Red Card. We are back, and I just want to give a plug while I can to the new show by Meg Swanick, whom I swoon for, who has a show. Should I say that? I mean, I'm kidding. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm an old man, and I think she's married. I'm just kidding. You know, she's an amazing reporter. She's really smart. She does a lot of great research, and she has a new page up here on YouTube called The Swan Dive. And she was the one who gave us the insight back in the months ago, when she hinted at the issues between John Brooks and Greg Berhalter and said there was a conflict brewing. There was sort of an abrasiveness in their relationship, that it wasn't going well. So Meg went on, and we have to give credit to Yank Report and Sam, because he had her on before any of us did.
As it turns out, the rift is because Brooks can't run the 40 in 4 seconds.
He certainly can't, and neither can Miazga. And apparently,
neither can Ream, but we kept calling him up.
That's true. That's weird. That was a weird one.
Ream can't run a 4 in 4.
But Ream he only got to play with 3 in the back, and he played the left center back thing. So I guess that was okay. But yeah, there's something going on there. There's no doubt about it. As far as style of play, and of course, we already talked about how Ives' article kind of dipped into this, which was, it's not about Brooks's form, it's about his fit on the team. And that's why we got McKenzie, who doesn't play for Genk. Doesn't play for Genk, but he can beat Brooks in a 40-yard dash. So there you go. So in this particular segment, we are going to cover the U20 team roster, which should take fairly short. Let's get to this U20 team roster. And we're going to fully admit, we don't know everybody on this roster. Who could? I mean, really, maybe that dude that that Yanks 11 has on the show. Forgot his name already. Remember him? He's kind of really focused, really smart guy, knows all about all the youth players. But
last name Kerr?
Something like that. Yeah, he's a smart guy. Very smart guy. I mean, wouldn't be on SNL anytime soon, but very, very good guy. Knows his shit. But so we'll start with the goalkeepers. These two are not surprising. You've got Alexander Borto for Fulham and Gabriel Slolina from Chicago Fire. So I guess he wasn't interested in Poland after all.
Poland's still handing out their cards. Said, hey, interested, give us a call.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I would say, though, that's funny because both goalkeepers have Polish possible citizenship. I mean, Borto's American Poland too. So
really,
at least that's what Transfer Market said. I threw me for a loop, though. I was like, well, both of them.
Man, you did more research than me. Good for you.
I had to.
I know.
Like you said earlier, I know some of the names. I don't know a lot of the names.
Yeah, I mean, there's some on here that, I mean, we'll get to. I'm like, who? What?
Huh?
Justin Che, obviously,
sure,
had to make this team, and he's one of the guys we know. I don't know any of the other fucking defenders on this team. I don't know any of them.
No.
I don't know any of them.
Pretty sure most of them all play for USL club teams, whether it's MLS second divisions or they've been loaned out to a partner club for the most part.
And that's part of this, right? We're focused on Americans abroad, and I was really kind of disappointed to see nobody on here from there except for Sealy and Sanogo later. But I was
there's also Rokas Pukstas.
Yeah, who plays for Hajduk Split's U19s. Now, I didn't know about him either. So that was who?
It's weird because I looked at that team name and I thought it said, hey dude, Hajduk. It's like Hajduk Split. Hey dude's got a team? Fuck. Oh, it's in Croatia. Never mind.
So that's a town in Croatia.
Yeah.
And that's probably where Hajduk's people are from, even though it's spelled differently. I'm sure that the spelling's been changed. That would be my guess. Where Hey Dude's great grandparents are from.
What a great nickname.
Hey Dude. Hey Dude. But the only thing I was gonna add to the defenders thing, since I know Justin Che and nobody else on the defender list is why not Devon Canton? He's already got a start for the Fulham U23s. Yes, I know he's on the U18s, but they've been throwing him up there on occasion to play for the U23s. So he can't be that bad. And we were saying earlier, maybe could, because they won't send anymore. Certain teams won't release certain players, but Bordeaux's here from Fulham. So why not Canton from Fulham?
I don't know. My take on this, the U20s are just getting back into the swing of things. We didn't have a coach until like a couple days ago.
Mikey Varas.
So my take on the lack of Euro youth is that this was probably just thrown together by a couple of heads in USSF, and they probably just looked at what's local and went that route, rather than really fishing or throwing their fishing net out wide, which I'm sure they're keeping tabs on just about anybody. I mean, hell, if you can do it with an Excel file, I'm sure they can do it with all the resources.
You think it's US Soccer?
You would think. They can barely do a website, let alone keep tabs on everybody.
Their website's garbage, so there's that.
But yeah,
you're right.
So
you're right.
Interesting thing about looking at the defense is that just going off of what Transfer Market said, so it's possible that they may not necessarily be solely center backs or solely left right backs. But I'm looking at a lot of center backs, and I'm looking at a couple of left backs and one right back, unless you throw Justin Che as a right back, which is very possible.
Yeah, I mean, that's where he plays for FC Dallas and where he played for Bayern Munich too. So
I thought he played center back for Bayern too.
Nah, he did once or twice, I think, total.
It's been a couple of recaps that I watched.
Yeah. They moved him out to right back at Bayern too, near his last 4 or 5 games, I think.
It's the spot that we're the weakest at too. Right back.
So yeah, no, we're not. But then we get to the midfield, and yeah, the names are more familiar,
more prominent. Yeah,
even them play Paxton Aronson plays exactly like his brother. He's got that hunched over run thing. He looks like his brother. He's got the same hairdo almost. And I think
the Union just have a cloning machine.
I mean, it's Aaron.
Paxton's going to go abroad, and then they're going to bring in Maxton and then Haxton, and they're just going to go down the list, throw a different letter in the front, and there'll be like 4 generations in.
Caden Clark, that's good. Yes, he hasn't been playing much for the Red Bulls, so this might be some playing time for him. Edelman, I don't know. I don't know Garay. I mean, listen, we're supposed to be giving you insight. We can't. These guys play in lower leagues. We don't watch the lower leagues.
Almost all the players that we don't know are generally playing for USL clubs, whether it's their second division, their second teams, or been loaned out to insert parent or partner company or partner team here.
Yeah, you can't expect us to know these players just based on the fact that we watch Indy 11 games. That's just not going to happen. I'm not going to notice the other team's players. There are no Indy 11 players on here, obviously. So if there was an Indy 11 youngster, I might know something, but no, otherwise I don't. Daniel Leyva, we do know from the Sounders. I mean, good young talent. I wish he were faster. He's not the fastest guy for a midfielder. I don't know if that can improve. And it's one of those things where like a guy is 15 and he's this tall, and now he's 17 and he's still that tall. Now he's 19 and he's still that tall. Yeah, that's never good. You need the guys that are 15 to keep growing, because he's not a shrimp or anything, but he's not fast and he's not physical. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Diego Luna, I don't know. Jack McGlynn, I've seen a couple times. Good player. Steady. We'll see what happens. Kind of reminds me of forget it. I can't remember it, so we're moving on. Rokas Pukstas from Hayduk Split, we've already mentioned. That was kind of cool to see him there, because I don't have him on my Yanks Abroad list, which is 300 deep. So he became 337 or something like that the other week. And we'll see who he is, what he does. I mean, he was born in the United States. He's played for U15s. So obviously we know who he is. So we'll see what goes there. K Cowell. Oh boy, he got criticized because he said, I could see myself being the next Mbappe. in a quote, and people are like, "What? Quit smoking so much."
Well, I mean, good for him for having dreams.
You can have dreams, sure. But I don't think I would say Mbappe. I think that's kind of up there. Was it Mbappe? I can't remember. Pretty sure it was. Good for him for having the confidence to say that. And then one of your boys, Brian Gutierrez from Chicago Fire. Listen, pretty good player.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Should have got more playing time throughout the year, but he's definitely got more playing time as we were getting less and less into playoff contention.
Yeah, it's like he got like a lot of playing time early or more, then nothing, and then back to something. So hopefully he keeps progressing. Another dual net, and I don't think Mexico are interested right now, so no big deal. Misiel Rodriguez, Chicago Fire. I mean, I'm gonna rely on you for that one because I have no.
Dude, I don't know enough about him. He recently signed.
I do.
Relatively small strikers. I'm guessing, given the size, he may be more of a winger in this lineup.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I do like his name, Misiel. It's like missile, you know. I'm Missile Rodriguez. I mean, if you
I think you may have just given him a nickname.
Misiel the Missile Rodriguez. All right.
No nuke.
No. Malick Sanogo is on here. That's good. And it's another guy who just recently turned sides and decided to commit to the United States men's national team.
I don't think turning sides is the word. I mean, he's picking up with the U.S. I don't think he played with any other youth team, has he?
No, but he's never ruled out Germany ever.
Sure.
So this was him saying no to Germany, just like Alex Mighten said, you know, here's my middle finger to the English U20s. And he's like,
well, see, now that's more of a middle finger because he was called up to the U20s for England, wasn't he? You said?
Yes. Yeah, he just turned it down.
That's more sense. Whereas Malick is still kind of an unknown in the sense that whether or not he's been called up at all from either side.
I can tell you the Germans have talked to him. They talked to him. They said they were still interested. Don't do this. So Dante Seeley is kicking it at PSV2. He got called up to this team, you know, scored that, was it a brace or was it a triple?
He had a hat trick.
Yeah, hat trick. It was a hat trick, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know, doing way better at PSV2 than a lot of other players that we've had go there recently, young players. So good stuff. And then Quinn Sullivan from Philadelphia Union. I don't really know that well, so I don't really have much to add to that. Oh, by the way, did you see the recent what's it, One Bite Pizza show with Dave Portnoy? Guess where they were at, dude? Indiana University or Bloomington. Best pizza place in Bloomington. Well, historically drunk pizza place. You know what that is, right? Come on, Brett.
I remember I know that he went to Mother Bears.
No,
that wasn't recent.
This is a brand new one. New one. Back in Bloomington. Bloomington.
You can't say the brand new one. I haven't been there for since 2006.
Yeah, but this was the place next to Bluebird that after you got out of the Bluebird and you were really wasted, you got a slice of this pizza. And when I mention it, you're going to go, oh, yeah.
Probably.
Rockets.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember Rockets Pizza?
I've never had Rockets Pizza.
What the fuck?
No.
Then you never went to the Bluebird.
Very rarely. I went to the Bluebird for Hairbangers Ball.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That was fun. Those are lots of fun.
Never came to one of the shows I played there? No. Because you would remember that probably.
Well, maybe if you announced that you guys were going to be the next Pixies.
Well, we'll get into that later. Yes.
Maybe then I may have made the trip over. I don't know.
You weren't a Pixies fan back then. Come on. You know that. No. You're
I
not.
would have imagined that would have just been up there with being a brony.
You're not even a Pixies fan now.
Who?
Right? Pixies.
No, I know. I know what the Pixies are. But no, I'm not really, no.
Where is my mind? You don't know that song? Anyhow.
It's possible. I mean, I know a lot of songs. I just don't know names or bands that sing them.
All right. So now you're noticing a distinct difference between Brett and I, folks. Obviously, I'm an indie rock nerd, and Brett is not. So there you go. There is one thing we don't have in common: music. And that's okay. We're okay with that. I'm okay with that. Brett, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. We're going to move on to the last show because we got one more to do.
Real quickly, we got the game. The games coming up for them. They're going to be playing on the 10th, the 13th, and the 16th. They're playing Brazil on the 10th, Colombia on the 13th, and Mexico on the 16th.
Yeah, that'll probably be a loss-win-loss thing.
We'll see.
I mean, listen, Brazil never sends their best U20s to these because the best U20s of Brazil, they're playing regular minutes for their club team. They're not going to let them go. So, being that this is a thrown together tournament, I'm guessing, yeah, we could win them all three. I mean, it's possible. I mean, our U20s have done it before against teams just like this.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a lot of players that probably have not actually played together. So I suspect this is probably going to be a sloppy tournament as a whole.
And we barely have a coach. He just got hired. Mikey Vares from he's an assistant at FC Dallas. I mean, if you're gonna fucking pick a coach, might as well be from FC Dallas. They're doing something right there. So a youth coach. That's couldn't be a better.
Well, he's got a long list of U.S. men's national team players that he's coached. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, props to that pickup. I think that's a great assignment.
Well, I think as soon as you say you told me he's an FC Dallas assistant, I'm like, okay, good, fine with me. So I'm done. No more to talk about there. We'll move on. All right, so we're going to move on to the last segment where we take your questions and try to be patient about it. Good night.